He cups my face in hands I pour kisses into, and says I don't have much time left in my life, as if I'd want the time left in mine if he left. He tries to pull the trigger on us, but kind souls only know how to shoot stars, and says I wish you better, when better were the best parts of me he had. I don't know whether he's on my mind or I'm out of mine, but I fall for him like the rain, not knowing whether it is relieving the sky or watering the ground. I fall into him like sleep inevitably. And if I could, I'd ride the moon every night to him, to have cloud fights in the morning. Before him, my heart only beat to keep me alive. And ever since, every night I stand in the window, enveloping letters in stars, because that's the only thing we now share, the sky. And ever since, I weave into and out of myself, sewing stars into my night, to my sky, so that if his were to run out of night, he can come find them in mine. That's my first one. Wow. So that was the happy one.
Oh God.
My second one is called Hemoglobin, H-I-M. He looks at me with a fire that could melt the iron in my blood. Not knowing that iron is my female composition. And not just because F-E happened to be my initials, but because bettering people always leaves me feeling positive, or triple that. And that almost always leaves me feeling negative. Ionic. Our bond that is. Ironically, I'm always so deficient from using it up as a magnet for trouble. You see, unlike the rain, I only ever fall for things that break me. And I say things to them like, give me yourself, I'll give it back to you better. But better were the best parts of me had. Before he started bedsheet creasing, and my love decreasing. So we ran in the same direction, away from each other. I was never interested in war, only in love, and only the lack of it can rage me. I stretched my arms far and wide, and could only think of wrapping him in them twice. And I tried pulling the moon out of his face, and shaking the stars out of his eyes, so I can have my night back. Every memory had a scent, and his skin wasn't one I'd wanted to forget. But he played me like a spinning top, and I twirled all my pretty dresses for him like I'm gay. And I told him to stay long enough for me to have the courage to walk away, until I realized that bettering yourself is a lonely place, often not big enough for two. That the furthest distance can be between two people in the same room. That you can't force rain to be a river no matter how many drops of it you collect. The tragedy is, now I feel closeness more than distance. And when a woman mans up to herself for long enough, she forgets that her skin was made soft to be touched, that roses were growing to be held behind men's backs for her, and that the very shape of her could woman a child. And for very long I was trying to maintain whole, but now I feel my cracks in gold, and I will continue to throw dust on the fire inside of me, to stop me from burning bridges I need to cross, to refine me. I think it not a coincidence then, that the word female is part iron, part man. Wow. Thank you very much.